Alright, we're doing some animation practice today. I had watched this video before, and here to work on some stuff, alright? Alright, he's gonna show me a few. I've watched this before. I've made the smiley and I've made the ball. But what I want to do is work on when he gets to the ball, but make it use the same concept as a ball to make clouds move through the sky. That's how I'm gonna try to work through this. So, let me see if can I pause this? Let me see if I turn my desktop audio on. That's still, you can still hear the music in the background. I want the whatchamacallit to play too. Oh, Des is streaming. RDC World. Okay. You can definitely hear this thing. Turn the gain down. Hello? Okay, I think it sounds good. Let me hear. Sounds fine, and it's not blowing out my speaker. So it was doing that last time. If I had the gain on, then you can hear my laptop going crazy. Amanda Garcia in the chat, what's good? Jose Correas? What's poppin'? Hey, I'm getting the sound down. Sounds good? Cool. Alright. But I'm gonna work on a little animation project using Procreate Dreams.
If you like this, you can hit this.
Since I got you here, let me show you what I've done previously. And he's gonna go over this in the video too, but here's a low moving face. And then here's a ball. Going. So what I want to do is, I want to get the motion that I learned from making a ball bounce, but I'm going to make some clouds move through the sky instead. So I have to use his video to remind myself how to use everything on Procreate Dreams, because I forget sometimes. So that's what I'm going to do today.
Button right here to hide and show the locations of where your files will be saved.
And then I got the music.
I'm just going to hide that really quick. Now in order to make a new animation, we're going to hit this plus button right here. Now it says right here, create a new movie, and we get options for different resolution sizes. So let's start off with widescreen. If you tap this red HD right here, you can change the resolution. And then if you tap this ellipsis right here, you can change the frames per second and the duration. We're going to set this to 3 seconds. And now you have the option of clicking draw or empty. Draw will start you in drawing mode with one blank frame for you to draw on, and empty will start you with a completely empty document.
Did you have 24 frames per second? 24 frames per second. Do I want 24? That's a lot. That's cinema. That's cinematic. So I gotta draw something 24 times, but then I can just have it move, so I don't have to draw it 24 times.
I'm going to set this to 3 seconds. And now you have the option of clicking draw or empty. Draw will start you in drawing mode with one blank frame for you to draw on, and empty will start you with a completely empty document. We are going to choose empty. The first button I'm going to show you is this one down here, down in the lower left corner. When you tap on it, you go back out to your main theater view. Now I'm going to long hold on the file that we just created and rename it. Let's call it Smiley, because we're going to make a smiley. Now I'm going to tap back into this file. First things first, let's look at the immediately apparent things on the screen. There are 3 different sections. This is your stage right here. These are your different modes.
Nice.
And this is your timeline. You can use gestures that are fairly common to any smartphone user. If I pinch, I will zoom out. If I expand my fingers, it will zoom in. If I rotate 2 fingers on the canvas, it will rotate the canvas. Take a look to see what it's all about. We have options of adding a track, photos, video, text, or files, such as an audio file or something else.
Okay, I'm gonna skip the smiley face. Well, he kind of shows how to add color. But I wanted to... I'm gonna go straight to the ball.
And the things that they're throwing. And I think that this also illustrates why it's a good idea to start with the bouncing ball. So with all of that said, hopefully I've convinced you.
He's... How's he doing that?
Let's animate.
Like he's drawing a ball, it bounces, and 2 balls split apart.
Bouncing ball.
And then he makes it into like 3 balls right there. Is everything just a ball?
Okay, now that we're back in the theater view, I'm going to hit this plus button once more. And I am going to start with the same settings as before, only we are going to do something different so that I can illustrate something else later. We are going to start with 12 frames per second, and later we're going to change it to 24. So you can see 12 of them.
Ooh, you motherfucker. Yeah. I could probably change this already, but what is it? It doesn't matter. 15 anime.
The top right here, and you can also do custom. So I have it set to 8. You can do it whatever frames per second you want. You can enter it for yourself. But we're going to select 12. We're going to go and create an empty scene.
Alright. Frame 5.
What band? Now I'm going to go back out to the main theater view and rename it. Okay, now that we are in this scene, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a ground plane, and I'm going to draw the arc that our ball is going to be moving along. Ground plane.
He drew a ground plane, and then the arc the ball is going to move on.
And then some kind of arc.
Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing.
Cool, so that looks kind of good. Good. I think I drew it a little bit big, so let me scale it down.
Alright, so if I'm going to draw let me get a night sky. I shouldn't add color yet, but I don't need a horizon yet, but if I have a cloud, that's an ugly cloud. can't do that in Procreate Dreams where you hold and it just goes back to what it should be. Okay. I want my cloud to move like just across the sky. A straight line. It's not boing. I'll draw some dancing clouds where it goes da 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 da. Okay. I'll have that be my cloud.
Reposition it. And next, I'm going to create a new track. I'm going to reposition it. I think I drew it a little bit big, so let me scale it down, reposition it. And next, I'm going to create a new track, and I'm going to draw the rough shape of my ball as accurately as I can. I'm going to put this arc sort of representing the as I can. I'm going to create a new track, and I'm
new track.
Going to draw the
hold on. I'm gonna have more than one cloud. Got my brain meat's flowing. I'm gonna have one cloud move across. Another cloud move across. Maybe a smaller cloud. Another cloud right here move across. And then maybe like one more cloud up here move across.
the rough shape of my ball as accurately as I can.
Okay, then I'm gonna draw the rough shape of my cloud as accurately as I can. Okay, let's do this. I like this color down here. Does that look like a cloud to you? This was my idea of a cloud. This is like the cloud I would draw though. I draw like little One Piece clouds. Shout out Oda. Alright. Clouds look good.
I'm going to put this arc sort of representing the middle of the ball. Cool. So this is the size and shape of my ball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to long hold on this space on the timeline, and I'm going to say, if I long hold on the space, it will duplicate the whole track. If I long hold on the content, it will duplicate just the content. So make sure you...
Hey, shout out Darren in the chat. Can you hear me? Let me know how the sound is, okay? Because I'm not really too sure if the... I'm not talking to you, Siri, okay? Don't light up my screen when I'm talking to Darren, okay? This damn fucking Apple product, listening to what I'm saying. I'm trying to talk to you so you can let me know how the sound is. And it's over here listening to my conversation. I can indeed hear you, and the sound is good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Screen lights up. Tries to mess with me, sorry. It's Steve Jobs. He's getting to me. Boom. Alright, I'm working on an animation project. I'm gonna have some clouds move through the sky. And this is gonna be part of a larger idea where a boy turns into a werewolf. Big picture. How you doing though?
You have the space selected. And then I'm going to move this one down here.
What did you just do?
You have this hold on, say, if I'm going to do is I'm going to long hold on this space on the timeline. And I'm going to say, if I long hold on the space, it will duplicate the whole track. If I long hold on the content, it will duplicate the whole track, the timeline. And I'm going to say, if I long hold on the space, it will duplicate the whole track. If I long hold on the content, it will duplicate just the content.
I'm doing okay, I guess. How are you? Well, I've been okay. Obviously, I have not streamed for a little bit. It's been because of some personal reasons. Work's been stressful. My dad was staying with me for a bit, so that was a pretty stressful time too. I enjoyed having him here. It was just he's older, so it was almost like I was taking care of him. Well, I was taking care of him, but he's back at home now. I want to get back in the routine of working on my hobbies, and I have been throwing this one off for a long time, creating another animation project that I can expand with, you know, like I feel like some of my ideas just kind of I have them and then I don't do anything with it, and it's just like if I can do something. But all work nonsense aside, I think I've been pretty good. I see. Hope you do much better soon. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said that you're doing okay. You guess. So there's a little bit more there. If you feel open to sharing, feel free. If you don't, keep it in. Or get it out in some form of or fashion. You know, write it down or something. You opened up your fridge and crunched your toe. Damn. You know that hurt too. We all know the pain. The good thing, most people think like, hey, there's no real good thing about stumping your toe. The pain is excruciating, and it lasts all of 25 seconds, 15 seconds, and then you're like, well, I guess my toe's fine. Unless you broke your toe, then that's a whole nother issue that you gotta Fix.
So make sure you have the space selected. And then I'm going to move this one down here.
Okay. Duplicate. Why do you duplicate?
So on the timeline, I'm going to say, if I long hold on the
I'll
space,
see you in
it
a
will
sec.
duplicate the whole track. If I long hold on the content, it will duplicate just the content. So make sure you have the space selected. And then I'm going to move this one down here. Duplicate it again and move it over here. I just want to set myself up with a guide so that I don't lose volume later on in the animation. First things first, I'm going to extend the length of all of these drawings. To extend all of them at the same time, we're going to do our timeline edit mode.
Why is he doing that like that? Okay, I gotta get him. I have to get it in the beats now. He duplicated it how many times? One each little crevice he had, but each one have different little routes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I did the same amount of humps each time.
And I'm going to move this one down here, duplicate it again, and move it.
Okay, why do you have me do that?
Bit over here. I just want to set myself up with
Let me turn this music down.
a guide so that I don't lose volume later on in the animation. First things first, I'm going to extend the length of all of these drawings. To extend all of them at the same time, we're going to do our timeline edit mode. We're going to use our electric lasso thingy and select all of them, and then long hold on the edge. And then I'm going to zoom out while I'm long holding so that it goes to the end of my document. If you need to change something in your document, you can click on the name of it right here, and then it'll open up all of your preferences for your document. Let's go into properties and let's change this to, I don't know, 5 seconds. That sounds good.
Isaac to go in the chat. Shout out. It's been a while. It has been a long time. I've been away on a personal life mission called everyday life and stress that I go through. It took me away from the stream. I can't let that happen again. Just kidding. My dad was staying with me for a bit. So it's kind of hard for me to stream with him also here. But I'm back. And I'm working on an animation project, okay? Just so you know what's going on. Now, let me...
On here, shape of my ball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to long hold on this space on the timeline, and I'm going to say, if I long hold on the space, it will duplicate the whole track. If I long hold on the content, it will duplicate just the content. So make sure you have the space selected. And then I'm going to move this one down here, duplicate it again, and move it over here. I just want to set myself up with a gap.
You have a confession to make. Well, speak your mind. What's been going on? How you doing? Open up. What's percolating on your mind right now?
Guide so that I don't lose volume later on in the animation. First things first, I'm going to extend the length of all of these drawings. To extend all of them at the same time, we're going to do our timeline edit mode.
Okay, he's going to extend the length of all of these drawings. Now I gotta hit this. I'm actually a country bumpkin and live an hour from Charlotte. I don't know why you calling yourself a country bumpkin. Just is what made me laugh. Hey, shout out Ice Turbo and Condicionado. My egg, your egg. But Isaac, that's fine. You can be a country bumpkin. I understand why you chose the otter as your little mascot now. Now, are otters more of a country type of thing? You don't really see otters out in Charlotte like that? But you've asked what I've been up to, and basically I watched an anime that brought up an old memory and made me think about things I tried to forget. But in the end, it was a good thing. I watched it, but I've just felt odd since. Damn. Ice Turbo Consternado is from Brazil. Hey, I live in the south. Kind of currently feeling like life's moving and I'm just floating along with it. If that makes sense. Honestly, I kind of think it makes sense to a lot of people. Where I think there's just a shared existential dread happening across, at least in the U.S., in the United States. Things just seem dreadful, bad, and I feel like it's just gonna get worse. So you being from Scotland and you're feeling this level of dread, it's kind of crazy. You can't be the spectator of your life, though. You gotta live your life. If you're the spectator of your own life, it's like you're having an out of body experience. If you have an out of body experience, then you should go to a Buddhist church because you probably are Buddha or something like that, right? You've reached enlightenment, if that's what you're telling me. Isaac, in your lens, living an hour south of Charlotte, or outside of Charlotte, I don't know if you said it was south. What's way of life like as a country bumpkin, like you would put it? I'm not calling people country bumpkins. I feel like is that a slur towards people in the country? What'd you call me? A bumpkin? Too closely related to the pumpkin. Let me stop. I'm gonna get myself canceled.
We're gonna use our electric lasso thingy and select all of them, and then long hold on the edge. And then I'm gonna zoom out while I'm long holding so that it goes to the end of my document. If you need to change something in your document, you can click on the name of it right here, and then it'll open up all of your preferences for your document. Let's go into properties and let's change this to, I don't know, 5 seconds. That sounds good. Once again, I'm going to timeline edit, select multiple, and then drag them until they are 5 seconds. Now, in order to drop the opacity of this whole thing, I'm going to group everything. Long hold, group. I'm going to get out of timeline edit mode, go over to
Hold on, he's going too fast without me.
Seconds. That sounds good. Once again, I'm going to timeline edit, change, and then it'll open up all something in your document. You can click on the name of it right here, and then it'll open up all of your preferences for your document. Let's go into properties.
It was a gay anime called Given. It's very good. It's now my #1 anime, but a main plot line and the character goes through, I also went through, and it kind of helped me get over it in a way. Did you come out and it was like similar to that? Is that what you're referring to? The only reason I asked because you said it was a gay anime. I don't think I've watched any gay animes except Ouran High School. No. Ouran's High School is not a gay anime. It's the it's a flamboyant boy anime, I would say. I don't care about spoilers, so you can spoil it all you want. Isaac, you said I actually live north of Charlotte, not much that's south of it, but in the state. You know the what was it? Was it last season that they did Love Is Blind in North Carolina, or is that? I think that was 2 seasons ago. They did a Love Is Blind in North Carolina. And it was in Charlotte. So that's a reality TV show if you're not too familiar with it. Dio. I think Dio's a gay anime character. I think he might be the only gay anime character I know. I'm trying to think of more. Not that it matters. Not that any of this. Stop. Eric, you got a little weird once a certain word came up. Anyway, so the main character's ex ended his own life, and now it's about him finding a way to not get over it, but kind of at peace with it. I went through that about 2 to 3 years ago, and that show was probably the thing that helped me be at peace with it. Oh, damn. That's rough. That is tragic. You went through a traumatic experience. I mean, but anime honestly always has a message that's very uplifting. So I don't think I've watched an anime that had a message that was like doom and gloom. Besides Attack on Titan. Everybody must die. Attack on Titan's all like, yeah, we're just gonna make sure everybody isn't okay after watching this. So, but you're fine now. I don't want to bog down the stream. Only positive from here. Okay, cool. Eric, you've seen Given? Hey, shout out Eric in the chat. The anime's just been ruined for me. I want you to thank Darren for that. Just kidding. I wasn't gonna watch it, but I might have watched it. I still need to watch Frieren. But now that you're not working with me anymore, what's the point? Ah! Let me stop. I have a project I'm working on. I'm trying to make these clouds move across the sky, and as you can see, it's looking awful. It's looking quite awful.
And let's change this to, I don't know, 5 seconds. That sounds good.
I'm gonna just do what this guy's doing. I'm gonna change mine to 5 seconds too. Because right now it's 10 seconds, and that's not going to do it. So he has a ball moving across the screen. I'm going to have clouds moving across the screen. Hey, how's Freedom treating you? Feeling good?
Once again, I'm going
Feeling
to
great?
timeline edit, select multiple, and then drag them until they are 5 seconds. Now, in order to drop the opacity of this whole thing, I'm going to group everything. Long hold, group.
Okay. Did you guess? A lot less stressed. Well, yeah, you know. I was just talking to Darren about the existential dread going on across the US right now. It's just not good. Let me stop. I have a project to work on.
I'm going to get out of timeline edit mode, go over to the first frame of this group, and then hit this little icon right here. I'm going to go to filter, opacity, and drop the opacity of the whole group. This is the only way to affect opacity of groups that I know of is through keyframing. Put it at 30. I'm going to put it at 30. Cool. So now we have a guide and we can start drawing our animation up.
I did not need to do this for these clouds.
More space.
This is more of a guide for this is more of a guide like if I was gonna do like the ball, but this just looks silly.
I'm going to go into drawing mode and put my timeline down so we get into flipbook mode. It's very easy because we have a guide, so I can just sort of, you know, figure out where.
You're gonna see these clouds move across the sky, okay? You gotta give me some time. I'm gonna get there soon. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, boom, hey, Zelda, ooh, hey, Zelda music in the chat. You don't know where I'm at. I be in Hyrule saving my princess Zelda, that's right. You catch me throwing hands with Ganon, and that's on sight. I don't know what you about to say, but I'm going to hit you with my I know where else to go with that. But that Zelda beat was that Ocarina of Time beat was feeling nice. Stop getting distracted.
The shape of my ball to be. I can go over to the next frame and
okay, I'm gonna make these clouds move across the sky. Watch this. I didn't need to do any of this. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't need to do that. Like, can I go forward again? Redo content binding.
drawing
you
our
good.
animation up top. In order to have more space, I'm going to go into drawing mode and put my timeline down so we get into flipbook mode. I'm going to go into drawing mode.
Okay, so you got to come to a new spot.
And put my timeline down so we get into flipbook mode. It's very easy because we have a guide, so I can just sort of
Why didn't the opacity? Damn, opacity needs to stay down. the same drawing that I just had though. I'm going off script. I'm gonna see what happens. Why? Why is it doing this? I wonder if the opacity doesn't stay down, because I think I'm just gonna treat this like a flip-up. I think this so I can see where this thing's gonna go. Let me hit let me change this back to 5. Done. So I'm gonna work on this. I feel like I should transform the clouds a little bit, but I got a full canvas I can work with. And I can just draw clouds everywhere, and then I can just keep duplicating and making them form across the sky. I'll be in and out. I'm eating spicy nudes. That's slang for noodles. And I'm not eating them yet because they ain't ready yet. You just said you're eating spicy nudes. And now you said you're not eating them because they ain't ready. Nah, I'm just messing with you. You good. Just do what you need to. Now, I think the thing that's gonna mess me up with this is, how am I going to add color to these clouds? Why is your hand frozen in time? That's not my hand.
You know, figure out where I want the shape of my ball to be. I can go over to the next frame, and
so I'm trying to use this YouTube video as just a guide for Procreate Dreams, because I wonder how far left I need to go. Are you and Domin coming to my B-Day party? Your birthday party? Is it August? I had it saved. August 9th. Is it, yeah, at your house? I think I put it, let me see, I thought I put it in my calendar. Yeah, I put it in calendar. Doma has got pool with Amy that day. And you said 4 p.m. to 7, you said 4 p.m. I gotta see if Dome is down. Yeah, I'll be there. How old are you turning? 29? No, I'm just kidding. 24? Damn it, damn it, damn it! Ugly cloud right there. Okay. I could be doing all of this wrong too. Like, I'm only at... I feel like I just gotta move it a little bit at a time. Clouds are moving across the sky. Clouds are moving across the sky. 4 p.m. but people will come whenever. What are you drawing? I am drawing clouds moving across the sky. You gonna ask me what I'm drawing? Are you looking at the screen? Don't you see this? Don't you see those clouds moving? They're flying. This is unnatural movement for clouds. Ah! What the fuck was that? Moving on up to the east sky, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. I could make every frame a little. What the hell is that? Is this After Effects? No, this is Procreate Dreams. I have a dream of being an animator. Alright, now, you see this? This is where I'm gonna start running into a problem. Now, there's no big cloud in the middle of the screen. I can't just pop one there. So now I gotta continue to draw clouds coming from this side while these clouds move. No, what I need to do, I know exactly what I need to do. Take this one. Let me duplicate that. Let me duplicate that. I could just take this one and I can duplicate it, but I need to duplicate and add to it. So let me see how I can do that. Okay. This is what I have so far. I gotta get these clouds to move from off screen. And get some over here. Can I copy this? Can I paste in here? Why can I copy but I can't paste? That doesn't make any sense. Hey baby. I'm live. want to see the clouds? Boom, boom.
You're doing your animation?
Yeah.
That's cool. How'd you do that? Did you just have to draw them and move them around?
Yeah, I drew it and then I'm like, I
Stop
just
motion?
duplicating it. Now I gotta like get some clouds over here on the side, so like it keeps going. It's a continuous process.
Okay. That's cool.
We got Darren in the chat. So what's going on, Darren? Hey, Darren. What's up, man?
Hi, Aaron.
Eric Sanchez, Isaac to go.
Wow.
My sister.
You got a crew.
813 Anime Lover.
Who's 813 Anime Lover?
That's Sierra.
You changed your handle?
No, that's been her handle.
I thought her handle was
Suki Nice.
Yeah.
That's
different handle.
Suki Nice is from Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Eric says hi. He said that color looks great on you.
Oh, thank you. It's a nice orange.
Yeah, it's a good color.
I love the orange. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you all my dances. I'm so proud.
Oh, you just finished,
I'm
right?
making good progress, yeah.
Nice.
Well, I just finished the monthly series. That's great.
Everybody else.
Great.
Everybody else liked the class.
Yeah, I feel like there was a big drop off in people who came towards the end, but like the people who stuck with me were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But also this one girl was really, really sick, so I don't blame her. She can come.
Sick little girl.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll let you draw.
All right.
I'm gonna go eat.
Okay. I'll be out in a sec.
Bye, chat.
Doma said hi and bye. Oh yeah, it's Sierra's birthday on Monday.
I know we were just talking about that.
She's having a birthday party on Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah, I think I put it. No, not this Saturday. Next Saturday. I think I put it in calendar.
Okay. I feel like I have something going on.
You know, like pool party with Amy. And then like I think Armand is also
What,
trying
in
to do
the
something.
morning? I think I'm gonna hang out with Amy in the morning. What time
Yeah.
is Sierra's party?
It's like at
night, right?
4 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Armand's also trying to do something on the 9th.
You're invited to the pool with Amy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm done with the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need some water.
Um,
I haven't had any luck at the beach this summer.
for real.
Boom.
And then the next day is my performance.
August 10th? Oh wow. What a weekend.
August is packed.
Do you have your performance down or?
Ish, like I can show you later. But I have the beginnings of the beginning, and I have like most of the middle, but I need to get more comfortable with it. And then I need to figure out an ending. So I need to just, I can either do something else and like flip it out, but like I'm pretty tired of the end.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're gonna be like you exerting your strength the entire time.
But I think I'm just gonna use Chihiro instead of the other one. It's
You use Shiro?
fine. It's much better. And it's 5 minutes long, so.
Nice. Shiro's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Hey. This is insane. Shit, I think I'm gonna try to make them all. Rope blend. How do I change this? Edit. Split. No. I want to take everything I just did and just not paste it again, but like.
I feel like you should be able to like move it around.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw a big cloud coming in too. redo all these clouds anyway. This is gonna be crazy. Because I'm gonna have to, this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to draw them all out. And then I need to give them color. But I don't know how that's gonna work yet, where I'm able to give them color throughout the entire sequence. But we'll see. I'll try this out and then I'll learn from it. Alright, that's the master plan.
My air friend came out with a Fantastic Four review.
Really? Damn, I'm like,
And that guy was Johnny. He was from Stranger Things.
yeah.
Why did you tell me?
I
I
thought
knew
you-
I recognized him.
I thought you knew. He was the punk rock kid.
Yeah, he died.
Spoiler alert.
This is crazy. I'm gonna send this to you, and I'm gonna send this to my dad.
What?
You'll see it.
Yeah, baby. So I have like no idea how it'll work.
Yeah, maybe I want to get off the street so we can talk. Chat, tell him to get off the street. Push him out.
We want to see these clouds move through the sky, baby. Okay.
Let's see.
Boom, 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 There's no way this is only 2 seconds.
Your animation. This is the thing. It's like you have to know that this long ass project is like means something because you spend so much time on it.
For real. Let's see what this. This is right now, baby.
Yeah, I saw it.
Watch this.
I saw it.
Just kidding.
But this is called straight ahead animation. So we're not really planning the timing so much. We're just sort of feeling it out one frame at a time. That's called straight ahead animation. We're gonna keep going until the ball falls onto the ground. Let me speed through this really quick. And I'm going to start stretching the ball a little bit as it gets closer to its fastest moment. Which will be right here. I don't like the position of this, so I'm going to hit done, select it, and kind of reposition the drawing down a little bit. Go back into draw mode, go back into flipbook mode, and then we're going to go in and have the ball kind of squashing. Go over to the next frame and have it shooting out of that position. Let me play this really quick. So that's what we have so far, and I'm gonna go ahead and animate the rest of this and speed through it so that this video isn't 10 hours long.
Honestly, I'll pass you on this entire thing to be very low.
Now for this last bit, I'm going to make the ball do a little hop right here. Maybe just a 1-frame hop. And it comes back down, and then it's just going to gradually decelerate into this last position. And so I don't have to draw this ball a million times and worry about the volume. I'm just going to trace for a few frames and then reposition them.
I want to see how I color this.
Brain work like that sometimes. Okay. If you're out of drawing mode and still want to see your onion skins, you can tap on the timeline here and say show onion skins.
Okay, I can. Let me add a track real quick. Okay, how do I make all of this longer now?
Again, funky going on right here. You could probably see it. And if you can't, I'll zoom in on it so you can know what I'm talking about. With these selected, you can see that the spacing between them is staying consistent until right here, where it sort of jumps. So, let me just reposition these guys a little bit. Go out of... Oh, hold on frame right there.
He kind of knew what he was doing.
Of this frame. Weird happens. It just stops. It doesn't loop. We might want to watch the animation play a few times. So, that is something that we have to adjust back in the preferences. I'm going to hit back. I'm going to go click on the name of my file, and then go to timeline, and then we're going to change the playback mode to loop. Done. Go back 4 fingers on the stage.
Okay, obviously it's not done. Just looking at different frames, it looks kind of choppy at 6 frames per second. In my frame stage. History. Hey, what? You stop it right now. changed it back to 12, didn't I? Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to fix this tomorrow. I'll be back doing this, finishing my clouds, running through the sky. Add some color. I'm gonna add some color tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up where I left off, okay? Alright, I'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Eric, Darren, Isaac, 813, Anime Lover. Bobby, let me use your pseudonym. The Gaming Eric, Darren Rick 3, Isaac the Goat, 813, Anime Lover. No, you're not 813 Anime Lover. My sister is 813 Anime Lover. Although, we're all fellow anime lovers, okay? I gotta watch the new episode of One Piece. Kuma's throwing some hands. Hey, let me stop. I don't know if you're caught up. I don't know why I said that. A little bit of a slip. Alright, see you guys. You gotta watch One Piece. You got some time in your head. Come on, you can watch some One Piece right now. You can start from the beginning if you want to.